All right, I had a question today about how to do something like this. So when you have an x in the exponent, how do you solve this? So there's two different types of things that we're going to do. The first one is this, where we can just switch it into log form, and then we can solve it from there. So let's switch this into log form. I have a base, I have an argument, and I have an exponent. So this is log base 3 of the argument equals the exponent. Okay, so now I have this. Now, what can I get from here? What is log base 3 of 27? That means 3 to the what equals 27? Well, 3 cubed equals 27, right? So the answer to this would be 3, because log base 3 of 27 is 3, and then that's x plus 5. Then I can subtract 5 from both sides, and I get x equals -2. And then I can plug this back in and see that. 3 to the -2 plus 5, that'd be 3 cubed. Does that equal 27? Yes. The other way you could do this is you could rewrite 27 as having the base of 3. And then you could say, okay, 3 to the x plus 5 has to equal 3 to the third. And x plus 5 equals 3. That means x plus 5 equals 3. So x plus 5 has to equal 3. So x equals -2. Okay, so, and I think this is in our notes in a couple of days, but I'm going to show you this next one too. The other way to do it is sometimes we have something like this, where we can't just switch it into log form. We can't give it a common base. We don't really know what to do with this one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the log of both sides or the ln of both sides. Anything that we can do on our calculator. So log base 10 or ln. Okay, so I'm just going to choose log. So this is log of 5 to the 2x minus 5 equals log of 32. All right, now I know my log rules tell me I can take anything that's in the exponent and I can move it out front. So now I have 2x minus 5 times log of 5 equals log of 32. Now I need to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by log 5. And I get 2x minus 5 equals log 32 over log 5. Now, this is just a number, right? This is some weird number. I could plug it into my calculator and I could just get out some weird number, okay? This I can just solve for x. So let's get both 5 by itself. Not 5 by itself, x by itself. So we're gonna add 5 to both sides. So that's log 32 over log 5, and I'm just rewriting it like that every time because at the end, I'm just gonna plug this whole thing into my calculator. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm still learning how to do this, okay? And then we're gonna divide everything by 2, so divide the whole thing by 2, and we have x equals log 32 over log 5 plus 5 all over 2. And then we just plug this into our calculator. We just plug log 35 or 32 log divided by log 5 plus 5 divided by 2. It's going to come out with some crazy, ridiculous number, but that's the only, it's going to be ridiculous because there is no, nice, pretty number that makes this true. So then we're going to, you could check it, whatever that ridiculous number you get in your calculator, you could put that back in here. You can multiply it by 2, subtract 5, raise 5 to that power, and you'd end up with 32.